if you just being nice to her, you making her feel like, okay, like I gotta be just nice and pleasant as well because he's nice and pleasant as well. Whereas if you playful, you talking shit, you know what I'm saying? You talking dirty to her, you saying like some out of pocket shit. Now she feels like she can get out of pocket. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Marv Over Matter back with another video. And today what I'm going to talk about are the 3 mistakes that handsome men make in dating, right? The 3 mistakes handsome men make in dating. Dating isn't easy, all right? Especially in this day and age, the modern man, the modern woman, for some reason we keep clashing. We can't seem to come together and figure it out, right? So there's all types of channels for men, there's all types of channels for women. And I really believe that the main reason that we can't come together is because in this day and age, we have more options than we've ever had before. Like, humans just did not have these type of options. We can travel way more easy than we could in the past. We can access people that are thousands of miles away at the snap of a finger. And it's just like, with that much access, there's a lot less tolerance for the person that you're dealing with, right? There's a lot less tolerance. Not to mention, just societally, it's more okay now to just switch and hop and jump from one person to another person, and people aren't going to judge you for that, whereas back in the day they used to. So I say all that to say, you can't really be making mistakes, man. Like, women have way more options than you. It doesn't matter who you are, how handsome you are, women are gonna have way more options than you. So with that being said, you really can't like mess up. I mean, you can always just do it again, find another girl. So when you're a handsome dude, that's the benefit that you have. You can just go find another and start over. But if you want to minimize the amount of work and like going after this girl and going after that girl that you have to do, you can avoid making simple mistakes, right? And these mistakes that I'm talking about, they come out of fear, they come out of laziness, and they come out of needing comfort, right? They're very easy to fall into. Some of them are even like mistakes that you would think make sense to do, but dating is so counterintuitive that it just doesn't make sense to do them. But yeah, let me get right into it. The first mistake that handsome men make in dating is you judge a girl's interest in you based off of how friendly she is to you, right? You think, okay, this girl is really friendly, really nice to me. That means she likes me. This girl isn't really friendly, really nice to me. That means she doesn't like me. And that's just a very like elementary way to think about just people in general, really. People don't operate that. People don't operate like that. Even if it's not dating that we're talking about, in regular life, at work, in any type of social environment, people don't act the way that they feel. They mask everything, they hide everything, they conceal everything. So with that being said, typically what the case is if she does like you, she's usually reserved, shy, kind of like trying to be aloof, trying to play cool, right? That's what people typically do when they like somebody. Now there are some girls that are just themselves, that like when they like you, they're friendly, they're nice, they're bubbly, they come up to you, and those are going to be the easy ones to deal with. But if you want to broaden your horizon and deal with multiple types of girls, it's just helpful to know how to deal with them. It's just helpful to know that they don't do that typically. Honestly, if she is just super friendly, bubbly, nice, and like whatever, herself, comfortable right away with you, normally that means she doesn't really like you. She's not really feeling you. It's very opposite. But it's like, think about it for yourself. When you're talking to a girl, or at some point in your life when you were talking to a girl you were attracted to, you were probably a little bit nervous. So you were more reserved. You were more, thinking about everything that you're doing, and you're not as free and loosey-goosey and fun as you may be in a different situation. And that's the same thing for them, if not more, because they're even more shy than us. They're even more nervous. They're even more scared of rejection, right? So think about that. Realize, okay, just because she's not coming up to me and being my cheerleader right away, she's not giving me bubbly, happy cheerleader energy right away, doesn't mean that she's not feeling me. It may take a 30-minute interaction for her to loosen up. It may take a couple of interactions here and there, just one-offs for her to open up, for her to loosen up. But at some point, she's gonna loosen up, and then that's when you'll see, oh, she does like me. But at first, she's gonna be apprehensive, all right? So that's the first mistake handsome men make in dating. You're expecting the girl to be just open and friendly and happy with you right away, and typically, it's the opposite, all right? Now, the second mistake handsome men make in dating is you are aiming too low, bro. You're aiming way too low. And this mistake comes out of fear and comfort, right? Now, the fear aspect of it is the same as anybody else. You think if you go for that really, really attractive girl, she's gonna reject you. You think she's gonna reject you. You think she's gonna be like, nah, like, I don't really want to deal with this guy. Even though you know you're a handsome guy, you might be thinking, damn, she's really attractive though. And you don't see it in yourself how handsome you are. But you need to try. You need to give it that effort. Because I promise you, bro, if 5s and 6s think you're really, really, really attractive, like OD attractive, the chances are 7s, 8s, and 9s probably find you really, really attractive as well. The only difference is a 5 and a 6 is gonna make the move on you. They're gonna be way more like, you know, open about it. A 7, 8, 9 might make a move, but it's gonna take a little longer, right? That initial interaction, she's gonna be, like I said in the first one, she's gonna definitely be aloof because she's expecting you to come to her, because that's what usually happens. Whereas the 5 and the 6 knows she got to make her move for this to happen. So it's gonna make you think like, oh, this is my league, this is where I'm at. And that's kind of blending into that next thing, that laziness, that comfort, right? It's easy. They come to you easy. A 5 and a 6 is going to come to you easy. A 7 might even come to you easy. But what is that going to do for your mental, right? What is that going to do for yourself? When you look back, right? You scrolling through your scrapbook, through your Pokédex, right? And you see all the ones you caught. And you like, damn, that's a 5. That's a 5.5. Okay, a 6.5. Cool. 7. All right. And then it just caps off at 6.5 or 7. What is that going to make you think about yourself? Like, you can only get these type of girls, and you probably can do better, right? So don't let the fear get in the way. Don't let the comfort, the ease of it get in the way. Now, if you're in a position in your life where you're working on something and you really focus on something, then yeah, get your 6.5s, your 6s, your 7s, right? Do that, because if it's gonna come to you easily, you don't need to be putting energy and focusing on, you know, trying to get a girl. Although you're probably not gonna run into that many 8s or 8.5s anyway, so it's not like you're spending all your time going after them. Like, when you see one, just go up to her, try. But I understand if you're in a position where you're like, all right, I don't need to be focused on this. This is what's coming easy. All right, so don't let the laziness, don't let the comfort, and don't let that fear make you aim too low, bro. Now, the third mistake handsome men make in dating is you are giving that friendly, happy, bubbly cheerleader energy in the beginning, right? You're doing that when you first meet a girl. You're doing that in general with girls. You think that, okay, if I'm just super nice and bubbly and friendly, laugh at her jokes, do all this stuff, then she's gonna like me. And that's just not the case, man. That's not how people work. That's not how, like, that's just not how it works. She's gonna be like, yeah, he's a nice guy, you know, he's helpful, he's friendly, I'm not scared to be around him, you know, I'm comfortable around him. He's good looking, he's really good looking. But that's about it. That's where it's gonna end for you. Like, she's only gonna see those things, and she's only gonna think those things. And, you know, it's nice to be a nice swell, you know, that when she talks about you, she's gonna be like, yeah, you know, he's a swell guy. But, you know, that's not why you're talking to her. You want her to desire you physically, right? So you need to be yourself. You need to be like, I have a video called How to Disarm Women as a Handsome Man. And it's basically like, you have to be playful with them. You have to have banter. You have to, you know, have flirtation. There has to be some type of like back and forth in order. That's what creates the attraction. And if you're just both pleasantly going along down the river, then there's no attraction. You would think that this is one of those things again. You would think that, okay, we're in alignment, we're in agreement, like everything's going well, it should be good. But I'll give you an example, and this is not to do with dating. This is just like with people in general, right? Let's say you go to a game, right? And there's one dude on your right and one dude on your left. Now, the dude on the right, he's a swell guy, man. He's a really nice guy. He's you know, he's got a button down on. He's got some khakis, some Sperry's on his feet, you know, real swell guy. He knows all the stats, you know, you guys are talking about the game, he knows all the stats. He offers you some popcorn, you know, you want some popcorn, buddy? You're like, yeah, sure, I'll take some popcorn, cool. You know, everything's going smoothly. You guys have the same favorite player, you guys are bonding over that, you know. He's showing you his collectibles, he's got the jersey that you like, the autographed jersey of you guys' favorite player. You know, you guys are having a good time, right? It's nothing's wrong. And then there's the guy on the left, right? And this guy, he's a little bit different. He's got sweats on, you know, sweatsuit. He doesn't care. He's at a game, you know. He's got his beer. He's a little loud, little obnoxious. Maybe he bumps you a few times, and you like, bro, this dude is annoying, man. This dude, right? But then you get to talking to him, and he's got some interesting, you know, perspectives on the game. It's a little bit different than yours. So now y'all going back and forth. Like, he's like, yeah, you know, I think LeBron's the best. And you like, what? Kobe's definitely the best basketball player, bro. What we talking about here? And y'all going back and forth. Y'all arguing stats. Y'all arguing, you know, clutchness. Y'all arguing the heart of the player. Y'all, you know, y'all going back and forth. And y'all talking shit. He's talking shit. Y'all laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. It's that competitive. It's almost that competitive environment between the two of y'all. And then, you know what I'm saying? He's not a swell. He's not like a proper guy. He's like, damn, you see the pair on her, bro. Yo, look, damn. You know what I'm saying? She looking good down there. And y'all talking about this, y'all talking about that. You know, he's funny, he's talking shit, y'all laughing, y'all joking. Like, he got a little bit more oomph to him, right? It's a little bit more realness to him. And the thing is, when you real with somebody, you give them permission to be real with you. And people like being their real selves, right? So with the nice, when you're just nice, you kind of lock people into feeling like they gotta be nice to you. And that's the same thing you're doing with girls, right? If you just being nice to her, you're making her feel like, okay, like, all right, I gotta be just nice and pleasant and swell because he's nice and pleasant and swell. Whereas if you playful, you talking shit, you know what I'm saying? You talking dirty to her, you saying like some out of pocket shit. Now she feels like she can get out of pocket. She can say some or do some, you know, looser. She can say or act looser and be more herself and be more real with you. And if she likes you, you giving her permission to be real with you is gonna be in your favor, right? So that's the third mistake handsome men make. You're being too friendly, nice, swell, and pleasant up front, or even in general. Like, stop doing that. Be real. So you give the girl permission to be real. You know what I'm saying? Create that environment. Create that playful environment. All right? So those are the 3 mistakes that handsome men make in dating, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. It's Mind Over Matter, Marv Over Matter. Let's get it.